Congratulations. Yeah. The Bills won the AFC East. Yeah. We clinched finally. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. I'm lost for words. I'll just hit it up with the word. Bye. Welcome to another episode of Viva Los Bills, everyone. Will Colon, aka Buffalo Will, joined by everybody's favorite cousin, Cousin Vinny. What's up, cousin?
Man, what a great time to be a Bills fan, man. Good Lord, man. It's been a long time coming. I don't even know how to act. After the game, I didn't even know how to act. My wife was like, "Why are you so giddy?" I was like, I had to explain to her. The Bills finally won. She's like, "Oh, okay." But doggone it, man. I'm still excited. I'm stuttering over here, man. It's just what a great feeling to be a Bills fan, bro.
So listen, man, usually we have some beer, but I have a champagne of the beers today, a little chimay. Look, it even has a cork, so I thought we get a little fancy, not the bubbly, not getting the bubbly because that'll come out if we win the AFC.
Hey,
and
listen,
then the good stuff will come out if we end up getting to the Super Bowl. But look, it's kind of fancy. It's got a little cork.
Oh man. Hey, well, hold on. Since we haven't had the AFC division title since 1995, I haven't had one of these since 1995. So I figured I'd celebrate with one of these old school oil can. That's how long we haven't been division champs. So, hey, salute! Congratulations to the Bills. Salute. Go Bills, baby!
Go Bills! Bills might be like I'm going to drink it out of my Buffalo Bills. Viva Los Bills cup here.
You know what? I still got to send you my address so I can get one of them suckers. I want one of them.
That's right. I poured it too fast, too much for him.
Woo!
I'm going to celebrate like I'm in the locker room.
Yeah, man.
Talking about the locker room. You know what? We'll recap the game, but let's put this up here because this was the man himself and his words and the guy's words. And here we go.
Gets in your way, man. You can do whatever it is you want to do, man. Whatever it is you want to do. As long as you stay humble and hungry, right? Stay humble and hungry. Yeah, right. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. 4 years, man. 4 years in the making right here, baby. 4 years in the making, man. Yeah. Bring someone up here. And started all this, man, years ago. Started all this by believing in the Buffalo Bills and keeping the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo. Yes, sir. And giving me my first opportunity as a head coach. Terry Pagula, come
on. We did something that nobody's done in a very long time. Understand what's at stake, though. Understand what there is out there more for us. Yeah. This hat's fine and dandy. This hat and shirt is fine and dandy. But I'm the one that says Super Bowl champs, baby. Enjoy this. Enjoy the flight. Let's move on tomorrow. Family, I'll tell you what you do.
Listen, that is great. And it's always great to hear them say, stay hungry. We're not done. The journey's still going, hungry, baby. It's still going, which is great. I
don't know about you, Will, but man, when he said that speech, when I heard it for the first time, and I was like choked up, man, because you could see the passion that McDermott has for this team, the love, and you can see the camaraderie. You can see, and you can even see Josh saying, "Hey, the hat is all fine and dandy, but we want a Super Bowl shirt and hat." So it's just the love and the camaraderie, man. That's what I love about the Buffalo Bills. They're just a blue collar type team. That's what drew me back in the early 90s to them, and I love them since. And like I said, last time we had the AFC division, my son was 2 months old, and he's 25 years old now. So it went through a whole lifetime of heartache and pain. But man, it's starting to pay off. Looks like we got our quarterback breaking records. Team is doing well. We got a lot of Pro Bowlers, which we're going to get into in a little while. But it's a great time to be a Buffalo Bills fan right now.
Yeah, man, it was great to see how they played. They went into Denver, did their job. What was it? The first quarter, D bent, but the D didn't break. They weren't giving up touchdowns. You know, they missed the one field goal, which was fine. I mean, this defense is starting to play better. I think they're right 16th now, not the 3rd or 5th we were last year. But at one point we were 20-something. So now it's getting better. You know, so kudos to them. You know, the one thing I didn't like in that game was Allen was taking a lot of hits, especially in that first drive. In the first half, he was taking a lot of hits. They were running the ball, you know. The nice run by Josh for the TD. Reggie Gillian, I don't know if you saw it downfield. He had a nice block. He had 1 or 2 blocks, which actually let Allen get right in there downfield. And they used him more as a fullback this game. You know, they slid him in to help protect. It wasn't just Lee Smith. So I like that. I mean, I think I texted you or Kyle. I didn't text you as much, I think, this game. I'm not sure.
No.
I was texting Kyle, man. They need a fullback. They need somebody to help block for that run. The single running back wasn't looking all that hot. And it works, but it's easier to stop, man. Sometimes you need that lead block in it. And if you put Reggie there or Smith, they could always –
he's a perfect guy for it.
Yeah, they could fake the block, hit him on a little flat or something too, or a curl, you know. Gives them more options. Roberts, your boy, dropping that punt, man. That was listen. I used to hate returning punts. I didn't want to do it. I said no. I could never get that punt right, and it takes talent because you're standing there and you know these guys are coming right at you to sit
full
there,
speed,
catch that ball, and be okay with it, you know. But he dropped it. You can't be doing that. Luckily, I think they scored on that one or whatever. And the one thing that's driving me crazy is that it seems like at least once every game we seem to get down to the end zone and then you shoot yourselves in the foot over and over and over where you had even 1st and 30, I think it was, at 35.
Yeah.
It happens every game. Every game.
I think we scored, and with all those penalties, I think we scored like 3 times in that one drive. And there's a little soundbite somewhere with Josh saying, hey, how many times we got to score, which was funny at the time, but it's really not funny because we're getting there and, you know, and shoot, like you said, shooting ourselves in the foot. But it's just incredible the way they've been playing. I'm so excited. And even Colin Cowherd was talking about the defense now that you bring it up. They're 16th in the league, but they're coming up at the right time and they're playing you know, football. They're making plays. You know, the defense, you know, we have been struggling against the run, but lately, you know, the fourth quarter takeaways are just, you know, they're coming in at a right time is what I'm trying to say. It's not that they're playing exceptionally well. They're playing well at the right time.
Yes. Real quick, Kirk from the K&K show. He said, I was wrong, boys. You guys look great. You guys are for real. No joke. I can't post it out there. I don't know why it's not on this side. Maybe because it's not coming through Bobby's. It's coming through mine, but I'm going to keep an eye out. You guys post on my thing. I'll send it out and I'll answer. One thing I didn't like, though, was that before the half, they started playing that soft defense.
Yeah.
And they started driving, and then they got that bad call against them because that wasn't no pass interference. That was a bad call or whatever it was.
Yeah, it was.
But then it allowed them to score a touchdown and put them right back in the game, you know. You can't do that, especially against really good teams. No disrespect to Denver, but they're all banged up and they're struggling. They got a lot of young guys.
Oh, they definitely capitalized. Absolutely.
Yeah, they did. And you can't do that, say, against a Kansas City or a Tennessee because it's going to come back to bite us. White with that nice fumble, forced fumble White had. And Jerry Hughes picked that thing up. Yeah. Jerry Hughes looked like a running back, dude.
Yeah, except listen, I was holding my breath because he was holding that ball like a loaf of bread. He was just swinging that ball. I was like, tuck it in. But I was like, when I saw Trey come in there and lodge that ball loose, I was like, where the heck he come from? And then I saw when they replayed that he came in on a blitz. But man, Trey's having a monster year again. Hughes, I'm so happy for him that he was able to get that scoop and score, man. Because I didn't think he was going to get it. But, man, he did look like a running back. They might think about putting him in as fullback.
Hey, he was cutting. He picked that ball up. I was like, all right, they're going to tackle him. And he cut back and read the blocking. He did great, man. Another thing I didn't like was that in the fourth quarter, even when we started, we had a lot of our starters in there. And then Trey got a little banged up. And then I think who was the other guy got banged up? I don't know if it was Diggs. No, it was Trey and somebody else. Wallace, too. Diggs did,
Wallace
right?
is, yeah. Yeah, at the
Well,
end, Diggs did, but I think he was fine though. But Wallace
but
too.
then after that, you notice he pulled everybody. With a lead
Yeah,
like that against that team, everybody should have been out in the fourth because you don't want to
yeah,
get any injuries, especially when you have such a lead. That was one thing I didn't like. Uh, yeah, no, it was a great game. You know, when they started running the ball, when they were going with Phillips and Melvin Gordon, I was like, oh man. But the
here we go.
defense stopped them. You know, the 46 defense or nickel defense that they
Yeah,
play, it looked good. It's getting better. Like I said, the last two or 3 weeks, they keep progressing and getting better and better. And Matt Milano's back, AJ Klein coming in. I love that they cycle through the guys and everybody's staying fresh.
fresh,
Good.
absolutely.
Yep. So
I'm excited. I'm excited because they're like I said earlier, they're clicking right at the right time. They got all the crap that they needed to get rid of mid-season. You know, by game 7, 8, and 9, those games they were a little bit shaky, but the defense coming to get together and they're playing defensive situational ball is what I call it in terms of, you know, they need to step up. They've been stepping up when they needed to, and that's what counts to me. I'd like for them to be a little bit more consistent, but as long as they're doing what they're doing, you know, in terms of situational football, I'm excited, man, and it's the right time because we got 2 very important games coming up if we want to lock that second seed. And it's a lot of stuff going on in the AFC right now, and if we get that second seed, I believe if we get through our 2 games, we won't see Kansas City till the AFC Championship game. So that's a plus for us. But we need, you know, 1 game at a time. We just want to get that second seed in. I'd rather get the second seed in. But if that's the case too, we'll be playing Dolphins the last game of the season, and then if we are the second seed, we will be playing the Dolphins in that first round. So, you know, what do? We're gonna have to talk about it. What do we do? Do we sit out knowing, you know, we're the second seed? Do we sit out our starters in that last game and see what we do and suit up for, you know, the first playoff game against the Dolphins if we're the second seed, or what's your opinion on that?
I think the problem right now, we have to win this next game. Need to beat the Pats, and if it's a lock, and it all depends on Pittsburgh, you know. But we have the tiebreaker with Pittsburgh, so we should be good. They need to beat the Pats, and then they could worry about that. But as long as they beat the Pats, and then they have the options to do whatever they want. So again, like real quick, bam, congratulations to these guys. We'll end up hitting this a little later. They made it to the Pro Bowl, but we're going to hit that a little later. Now, I said on Facebook and stuff, we have a special guest today. He's one of the main guys. Everybody sees him game in, game out, even not this year so far. But this man, bam, Mr. Vader himself.
Yes, sir.
At the games, he's always there, representing for the Buffalo Bills. So without further ado, hey, let's bring in Mr. Vader. Vader, how's it going?
It's going pretty well. How about yourself?
It's good, sir. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for being part of Viva Los Bills today. And what do you got to say? How's it going over there in the Death Star?
So far, so good. Thanks for having me. I appreciate everything that you all keep doing for the fans, and just giving your opinions, and which I 100% agree with, by the way. But so far, so good. Just keeping busy, trying to keep safe. I got my kids for Christmas, and it's a semi-exciting time because obviously we can't really go anywhere, but we're making the most with what we got, which is what's important.
That's good. So when did you become Bills Vader? When did you take on this role?
So I was thinking about it for a while. I was out of football for a while. I mean, I've been a Bills fan since I was a kid, born in '84. I remember all the glory years and the pretty crappy years. And then I got out, joined the military, and then I got deployed to Afghanistan in 2014. Once I got back, I made it a point to get back into football. I just immersed myself into football. And I went to a game with my kids. It was a preseason game against the Redskins, and that's the first time I donned just a makeshift helmet and a cape, just kind of have some fun with it. And then I figured, well, why not just expand on it a little bit and combine football and Star Wars, which I love. And then I deployed to Saudi Arabia in 2017 to 2018. That's when I saw Pancho Villa's story, and I was really inspired by how he went all out, how he said his story to the team and everything. And I'm like, you know what? Let me expand on this a little bit more. I mean, if he can do it, why not? And I got what you see today.
That's pretty cool.
That's awesome, man.
Thanks
That's
for
awesome.
your service,
Hey,
too.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for your service. Absolutely, man. Thank you for service. So how does it feel, man, being on the billboard up next to Foxborough as the best fans in football? They just put that as, if those you don't know. Who was it that did it? Was it CBS? No, not CBS. Fox Sports. That
Yeah, it was Fox Sports. I honestly didn't even know I was on the billboard until people kept messaging me on my Bills Vader accounts. And so you're on the billboard. I'm like, wait, what? And I'm like, I looked at it. I'm like, holy, crap! It's like this is. I never even expected that. I was just beyond myself. So it was pretty cool.
That is awesome. And then all these years of heartache. What they have 11 years in a row of the AFC East division. We finally get it. And now we have a billboard right next to Foxborough, which they just put up, and we're going to play them. Man, it's all coming together, and congrats to you, man. I appreciate you being a super fan, because we're just fans, but you're a super fan. It takes a lot, and we appreciate you coming on the show, man. But anything you want to add on to what you think about the season compared to other seasons, and what you think the future might hold for us as Bills fans and as Buffalo Bills?
Honestly, I think I've been saying it since the start of this year. The last 3 out of the 4 years, it's just been nothing but growth. And we've seen it before our very, very eyes. I called it at the beginning of the season. I wholeheartedly believe we are going to the Super Bowl. There's no ifs, ands, or buts.
Yes, man.
I just feel.
I like that attitude.
What's going on? So I mean, we got to build it up. And that's what matters. So I'm really, really excited, especially for this upcoming Pats game.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, by the way, Will, also we before the season started, we did our pre season records. I had the Bills going 12-4 at best, 11-5 at least. And Will, I think you were at 12-4 also. So we're heading in the right direction.
Yeah, I was about the same. And I even said it in the very beginning actually before the start of the season. I predicted we will beat the Pats twice in the regular season, and then once we get to the Super Bowl, I would prefer to play Tampa Bay just to have the satisfaction of just pouncing Brady.
Being Brady.
Everybody could just die happy. Buffalo is just going to be lit. It's not even going to matter. It really isn't.
Yeah, I would agree with you. It'd be nice, but I picked Seattle. That was my match. It was the Bills against Seattle. That's who I thought. So. But yeah, it would be great. But I said in the beginning of the year, don't be surprised if Tampa Bay doesn't even make the playoffs.
Make it to the playoffs. That's right.
They're on the wild card, so I mean, they can still get in. But I mean, will they get far? I don't think so. Not with Green Bay and the Saints.
Saints.
I'm not really seeing it.
Yeah. No, I mean, that team. It's not the same. It's not the same like him up there in New England.
Oh no, Cam's gonna be done. Cam's, he's just gonna be out. He'll be out of a job by the end of the season, or not. If not by the end of the season, before next season. But I just don't see him as a fit.
Yeah, I
don't think we even know who the starter is going to be for this week. I don't know if Stidham's going to start or Cam over there in New England. We don't know yet.
Yeah, honestly, I really don't think it's gonna matter at this point. I think the Patriots are just so besides themselves and just they just don't care at this point. They just want to get over and done with because they're embarrassed. I mean, this is the first time they had a losing season since 2000, I think. So it's
2002. Yeah,
I think so. Something crazy. My one buddy Dave Brown chimes in. He's a Minnesota fan. Pretty much says, "Let's go Bills." So I guess he might be jumping ship at least for now.
Well, I mean, hey, we did get Diggs. So I've been talking to a lot of Minnesota fans, especially a lot of the Star Wars, Vikings fans, and they're all like, "Hey, take good care of our boy Diggs." And I'm like, "Hey, we will." We give up a lot for him, but I've been telling people, "Hey, trust the process, and it's gonna play out, and it's been playing dividends. He's been breaking records. He's been making catches. He's been he's been way better than what we could have hoped for.
Yeah, we had a half a show on him that when we got him with the trade, and me and Will were discussing with a couple fans like if it was really worth it, the pros and cons, and it's paying off. It's paying off big time. He's having huge numbers. He surpassed Eric Moulds in yardage and catches. Not in yardage yet, but in catches complete.
Yeah.
I think he has 111 as of now. And Moulds' the record for the Buffalo Bills with Moulds was 100. So he's been nothing but positive. In the beginning, we were listening to a couple people saying, "Oh, he cries, this and the bad chemistry, this and that over there in Minnesota." We haven't seen none of that. I mean, he's actually stepped up off season before the season started. Got with Josh. They got on the same page. They were playing Call of Duty or whatever they're doing to become friends. And you see it in the locker room in those post speeches, man. They're like family. When anytime anybody does a great play, they're all excited. Some teams are selfish. I don't want to bring no names up, but there's some players on certain teams that do things that are detrimental to their team. So this right now, I love the pick I love the trade that we did with Diggs. It's paying off, and I'm excited because we got him for a couple years. So let's see how it goes.
And the great thing about it is, you compare the start of this season. You compare it to how it started in the late '80s, early '90s. It's almost the same, as far as the level
Similar.
of success. The difference is, in the beginning, the legendary Bills had the egos that they were just kind of clashing, and then they finally came together. Here, you don't even have that, so that just saves a whole lot of time right there. We got nothing but chemistry with Diggs, with Beasley. Knox is getting in it. We got Davis. We got Brown. We could probably do a little bit more with our running game. But, besides that, we got all the weapons that we need. We just need to start taking advantage and really be aggressive. So I'm really excited.
Yeah, like I said, we match up well against anybody. I think we match up well against Kansas City. They smacked us up a little. It wasn't even that bad. I think it was 9 points in the rain. Whatever. They were missing players. We were missing players. One team other besides that, like Tennessee, who ended up, not resting, but still smacked us around like we were the ones who had COVID. But, besides those two teams, I think there's no reason for the Bills not to play who they can't beat. They can beat pretty much anyone, and so if they could win this game against the Pats, part of the road to the Super Bowl goes through Buffalo. So, that's a great thing.
We're going to be hosting our first game, in 25 years. When I actually saw the win, I stayed at my apartment, and I said, you know what, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to have a shot for every single touchdown or field goal we did. So you can imagine I was going pretty good by the end of that game. I'm literally yelling from my balcony and everything. It was
Hey, Vader, being that, I think there been a question to Governor Cuomo to see if they can allow some Buffalo Bills fans up there for our playoff game. I think they're going to try to get 6,700 in there. Are you going to try to get up in there? Are you going to try to get some tickets and try to go over there? Or what's going on?
So this is my first year being a season ticket holder. So the likelihood of me getting tickets is going to be very, very slim. But it's funny because I actually have my military drill that same weekend. So whether or not it's virtual or not, regardless, I want to be up there because this is history right here. So if I can be up there and be socially distant and at least be with a few fans and everything, that would be great. It really would.
So 2 questions now. So were you running around the Middle East with your Bills helmet on, representing the Bills over there? And also, how often do you get together, like say with Mando and Bill Hatch, the Stormtrooper, and I heard there's a Chewbacca and a Leia and all these other.
So when I was in the Middle East, I only had my Bills jersey. I ran into a few other Bills fans, so we kind of congregated at one of the embassies and compounds, and we saw the first playoff game after the drought, so that was really cool. It was a lot of fun.
Hold on. What jersey?
Trey White.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So he is by far. Don't get me wrong. I love Allen. I love Diggs, but literally the second Trey White got drafted, I saw the energy that he brought, and I had to get his jersey, and I'm hoping one day to meet him and have him sign my jersey, and maybe sign my white helmet, and then have the legend sign this one. But yeah,
nice.
but definitely number 27. And then, one of the last times I was up in Buffalo, about 2 months ago, I think it was, I hung out with Bill's Leia and Mafia Mando. We tried getting Bill Stormtrooper to come out, but he lives all the way out in Watertown, so it might be a bit tough for him. But yeah, I mean, we try to get together when we can. I met up with Monster. I met up with Bill's dad, Lady Bill's, Big Bob, and a few others. So it's always cool just to get people together. I know the guy Anthony from Pancho's Army. He's a good guy too. So it's a lot of fun. And Bill's Jason too. So it's just nice to get people together in a community just to have a good time.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Now,
and the way we did this show. Oh, go ahead, Will. I'm sorry.
No. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm saying no. And this show, when me and Will put this together, it's by the fans for the fans. So we're excited to get super fans on, and the name Viva los Bills. It's in honor of Pancho Villa. That was one of the if not one of the best super fans for the Buffalo Bills. I mean, he called the picks for us at the draft, and I mean, he went through a lot, but he really put, other teams from other fans from other teams have said to me, like, man, Pancho Villa was tremendous, and now you guys too, like Stormtrooper, you guys are getting getting all that notoriety stuff, especially with that now with you with that billboard. So you're gonna start hearing from a lot of fans now.
It's funny because a lot of people, they say that same thing, and I just consider myself, just a fan like everybody else. I just happen to dress up. I have people asking me all the time, do you sell stuff, and can you do this? Can you give a shout out? Can you send me a text and everything? And it's all, it's all I do. But I don't do this for money, obviously. I mean, if I do, I actually contributed to some type of charity or some type of cause. So I'm trying to find a good charity out there, but honestly, I'm just all about bringing people together, regardless of your background, regardless of where you're at, and just having a good time meeting new people. And actually, I'm very shy in real life, so it's kind of funny. So, that's what it's about, just making people laugh and having a good time.
All right, so quick thing. We got a Dave Brown's wishing everybody Merry Christmas to all. My girlfriend says, oh, my God, he looks good. What's up with that? Hold on. So let me ask you this. Yeah, he has Bill's Vader merch, chip marks.
I used to have patches. I had to order some new patches. But I mean, some people have been asking for, signed photos, stickers, and, I have them every once in a while. It's just kind of, on the fly. And,
Hey, you better get prepared because you're on that billboard now. So your stock is rising right about now as we speak. Now everybody's like, who's that? That's Bill's Vader. All right, let me get some merch. There you go.
Yeah, I actually have that. I got that on my jacket. I have that patch on my jacket. So, yeah.
There you go. So if you get a patch, let us know. I could put one on the other side.
Yeah,
that's right.
People are coming out and everywhere over here for you. So before I know, you said you couldn't hang out too much. Look, I got a little bobblehead Vader man over here. My kid said you got to put that on because he's coming on the show. So there it goes. Now, last question, I guess, before you have to go do your Death Star stuff and run around and do what you got to do. Have you ever put anybody through a table up there in Buffalo?
I can't say that I have. Maybe throat choked a couple times, but no, not too much. But yeah,
Sounds good.
People ask me if I'm going to do it. I'm like, nah, it's not really my thing. But you have at it. So I got nothing against it. To each their own. It's just, maybe one day when I'm not in this getup, and I'm just walking around as regular me, I might try it out. But nah, I'm good for now.
No surprise they didn't say, just
baby,
grab me. I'll do the jump and let me fall. So it looks like you did it. But make sure you sign.
Do you have any pregame? I'm sorry. Do you have any pregame stuff that you do? Like right now, I got the same hat until we lose, and and when we lose, we're not gonna lose. I'm gonna cut this off when we win the Super Bowl. That's it. I don't want to say when we lose a playoff game. I say when we win the Super Bowl. I'm gonna save this off, but I'm keeping his hat. Do you have any superstitious stuff that you do? Any game day stuff that you do?
Well, I did notice last year when I was with the because I usually, when I'm here in DC, I chill with the Bills backers group of DC, the Washington DC backers, and then I consider them my home backer group. And whenever I was there, we literally lost every game. But when I attended a game, we won every one of those games. So this year, they switched venues due to COVID. So now they're at the bullpen, which is right outside of National Stadium. It's an outdoor venue. It's socially distant. It's an awesome place to go. And every game that I've been to, with the exception of one, we've actually won. So, and then, there's other superstitions, which, some people within that group, the ladies can understand what I'm talking about with this. It's very powerful. I'll say that. But we have great luck on our side with the Bills babes, as they call themselves, or especially Buffalo Stacy. I love Buffalo Stacy, so she's definitely a good luck charm.
We're gonna have to get her on the show one day.
Oh, you'd be in for a treat with Buffalo Stacy, that's for sure.
All right, Bills Raider, thanks for joining us. I know you said you got to run, but thank you for taking your time out, hanging out with us, and being on Viva Los Bills. You're always more than welcome. Instant message me, and we'll get you back on here. And if you can, you got to get into the game for the playoff game, especially if that holds true that they win when you're there. You got to get your butt in.
Yes,
there.
sir.
Well, I'm gonna do what I can. I might have to do like some Sith mind tricks and everything, but I'm gonna make it happen. But, yeah, definitely. Like I say, thank you guys for having me. Thanks for all that you
appreciate you.
You're doing, man. Seriously, and definitely
appreciate
for
you,
everyone
man.
May the Bills be with you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Go Bills. Appreciate it, brother.
And we'll talk to you. Go Bills. Bye. All right. There you go, everybody.
That's awesome.
Bill Spader popped in for us. Spent some time with us. Can't thank him enough. It's pretty cool. All right, let's keep on with the show. Listen, everybody, today we're just doing an hour, so we got to keep on moving on, and we got to keep a good pace. Again, if you guys comment, if I don't put it out there, I might see it on my page or not. I'll try to get everybody's comments out there so everybody could see. Real quick, in some news, Dwayne Haskins, he was stripped of his C, Captain C, and fined $40,000 because I guess there was a picture or video or something with him at a strip club with no face mask on, and Rivera was not having it. Ron Rivera is bringing a whole different culture to that team. I like Ron Rivera as a head coach. Seems like a great guy. I like it. Plus, Dwayne Haskins.
He's a no-nonsense guy. He's a no-nonsense guy. I mean, Haskins even apologized for what he did, being detrimental to the team and to himself. So, he apologized now. He paid his fine, so he move on. But Ron ain't playing it. Ron is not playing. He's gonna run a tight ship, and that's why they're playing the way they're playing. They're the beginning was bad, but now they're starting to come along. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, they're coming together.
Especially if Alex Smith can't go this week because he's banged up. He might not be able to play. Dwayne needs to be ready, and being a fool out there, you could call COVID. And one thing that's surprising, none of their starting roster members have been or have had COVID. It's been like close contact or the practice squad people. So keep it straight.
Well, you know what happens? He probably got complacent. You know what I mean? Not yet, Bobby, but we are celebrating.
We're taking our time here. We got.
Hey, Bobby, I don't know if you saw the beginning, but I went back to 1995. Look, I got me a oil can. It's the last time we won the division. But getting back to Dwayne Haskins, he got complacent. Now he could have just went to that strip joint and caught the COVID and brought it back to everybody. Nothing has happened, so they just go about normal life, and that's when stuff happens. So hopefully, his eyes got open. He got fined for it, which it hurts. $40,000 is a lot of money. Maybe not to them, but I don't know about to you. But
he's on that rookie
$40,000.
That he wasn't
that's right.
First round.
That's right.
They said $40,000 was about half of his. I don't know if it's half his game salary. I mean, still, it's a pretty penny.
It's a lot of money.
Also,
I bet you ain't gonna go to no bars no more without a mask on.
He might have two on.
200,
also, with more Washington Football Club news or football team news is that the NFL hired former U.S. Attorney Loretta Lynch to investigate allegations of misconduct amongst the owners of the Washington football team for mirroring media manipulation to try to force the majority owner to sell. So there's a lot of backstabbing and shady stuff going down there in Washington that the NFL got the ex-attorney general, U.S. Attorney General, to get in there and try to figure what's going on with that place.
Wow.
That's a mess.
I did not hear that. That is nasty.
There's also rumors that Snyder, right, that's his name, at one point he had allegations against him in 2009, and that it was possible that he paid $1.6 million for it to go away. But again, those are allegations. So I guess all this stuff will be coming out and to light. Moving on to another team. Josh Rosen, he's getting another shot. He was picked up by the 49ers from the Tampa Bay practice squad. So he has a 2-week audition over there to see if he likes, he's from Cali. Maybe he'll step up and play well for the 49ers and be a backup or even compete for a starting job. You know, everybody said this kid would probably have issues and wouldn't play as well. And he's pretty much lived up to that expectation. But again, he really hasn't gotten a real shot. He got in Arizona for a year. They weren't that good, and then he got booted for Kyler Murray. So hopefully he does some work, puts in some work, and maybe the 49ers keeps him around.
I'm just glad we got the right Josh. Go ahead, man.
I agree with you. That is so true. Another guy here, your buddy. I know you like this one. Actually, we'll wait for that one. Josh Gordon in the news again. I don't know how many times this guy is going to get a shot. Listen, supposedly he was told by the team he can't practice with the team indefinitely. Per Tom Pelissero from the NFL Network, Gordon had a setback with his substance abuse. So we all kind of know what that means. And this guy just can't get right. You ever watch the movie Life? Can't get right?
No.
He just can't get right. He's always messing up. I mean, how many chances or tries you're going to give him? Makes no sense. Now, to your boy right here. Bam! This guy. You want to tell everybody what's going on?
Yeah. He, man, I've gotten a lot of flack from a lot of fans, from Pittsburgh fans, because on my personal Facebook page, I've been posting, him dancing, in the middle of the logo. What he's doing, he's going into the middle of the team's logos and starts dancing for his TikTok. And against the Cincinnati Bengals, he did that, and he got jacked up in one play. So now he's actually speaking out about he said he wasn't going to do it anymore because, it was detrimental to the team and himself. So I don't think he's going to do it now. But I guarantee if they were winning, he'd be doing it. But, that's what I love about my Buffalo Bills. We're hungry and we're humble. You got to be humble. You can't go, in my opinion, you can't be like T.O., go in the middle logo and spike the ball and do dumb crap like that, because it'll come back to you. That gives motivation for the other team to come and jack you up. And I'm glad Cincinnati did it. So let's put a stop to that.
I'm happy because my fantasy team won and because Pittsburgh lost. I didn't think there was a shot, And Tomlin ended up saying he was going to talk to him, and Juju, like you said, "Hey, man, it's detrimental to my myself and my teammates. I'm going to stop dancing on the logos." Me personally, I really didn't care too much because it was in warm-ups, and especially now that there's nobody there. They're just doing it on TikTok, and I guess being that he's posting it on TikTok, it's a little disrespectful. So I get it. Some people didn't like it. Me, I didn't even know about it until
I didn't like it when I told you. I kept telling you, I said, man, I don't like that. And just picture yourself on the sideline. You're warming up. Then you got a guy from another team coming to your home turf, to your house, to start dancing on the logo and acting a fool. That's disrespectful. So what that did, that gave all the defensive guys motivation, because, they got to have something to be motivated about. And now all he did was give the defense motivation. So these guys were fired up. Jordan Poyer said, man, I got a little bit of extra fire in my step because of that. It bothers these guys. These guys, they're rich, they this and that, but they play for pride too. They're prideful men. Just like, we're competitors, man. You don't want nobody coming doing that crap.
No, it's right. I mean, it was wrong. Shouldn't have happened, Again, like it was dumb, but I guess he understands, hey, don't do this dumb crap, man. There's no reason for it.
I guarantee you he got it from when he got jacked up, and he got it from his teammates. Like, hey, man, stop it. You're giving these guys fuel. You know what I mean? You're giving them guys motivation. Just stop. So I'm glad he did. You know, hopefully they'll get back on track this week, but, you know, we'll see.
Yeah. Some sad news. This was, I can't see. I had it over here. I don't know where the heck it is. But one of my favorite defensive players of all time, linebacker, wherever he ended up playing, Kevin Green, passed away at the age of 58. It's crazy because I remember Kevin Green when I was in high school, and I'm like, oh, he's one of my favorite guys.
Yeah. He's a beast.
There were certain players I always liked, even if they weren't on the Bills. And one of my buddies was a big San Fran fan. And back then, the Rams had Jim Everett and Kevin Green. And I was like, dude, you can never count out the Rams against San Fran, especially with Kevin Green there. That guy was a monster. I
think he was third all-time leading sacks for a linebacker, I believe.
Third up there?
There was some. Yeah, he's way up there, man. Yeah, the dude was just a beast, a legend, Hall of Famer, man. Rest in peace, brother.
Rest in peace, Kevin Green. What did I say? I was like, I hope he's enjoying those football games up there in the big sky.
Got the best seat in the house.
Yeah, he was a beast, man. Real quick, wait. There's Kenny. What's up, fellas? Merry Christmas to you both, Bobby, and all the Viva Los Bills fans around the world. Thank you, Kenny.
Merry Christmas, Kenny.
Yep, Kenny and Kurt. Right after this, we changed our day today because I didn't think anybody wanted to see us on Christmas Eve. They want to see these mugs. Anyway,
same old hat, beard. Look at you. We all. Hey,
Ozzy's right. He was a beast. So yeah, no, great guy. Sad to say he's gone. All right, let's pick up the pace a little because, like I said, the K&K show is right after us.
Oh, shoot. I forgot about that, yeah.
Watch the K&K show afterwards, too. I'll probably chime in a few times over there and bust some chops. All right, on some more news for the Bills. What do we got? Well, let me keep going. Oh, my God. Like I said earlier, bam, congratulations to these guys. Josh Allen on his first time. Stephon Diggs as his first time as a Bill. Andre Roberts, third straight time. And Tre'Davious White, I believe it's second time making it to the Pro Bowl, which is pretty big. You know, these guys have put in work, and they're all in the Pro Bowl, and they're starting. It's the first time since, 1998 that the Bills had 5 starters on the Pro Bowl roster. So congratulations to these gentlemen again for making to the Pro Bowl, even though they're not playing the Pro Bowl this year, right? I think it's just
I don't believe so, but you know, I'm a little ticked off because, you know, there's a couple other guys that should have made that list. Being, I believe, Jordan Poyer should have made that. Yeah. Cole Beasley's having a monster year career. You know, I think he leads the league in slot receiver yards. I mean, he's nasty. I can't believe they snubbed him. But Poyer also, man, Poyer actually leads the team with the most tackles. You know, him and Micah Hyde are to me arguably the best safety duo in the NFL. So to be snubbed like that, I don't know, man. I think we should have had them also in there, in my opinion.
The only thing is, I was surprised actually when Tremaine made it because Tremaine was struggling earlier in the year. So I was
with
surprised.
His injury, yeah.
One of my bold predictions was he was going to be the best linebacker in the AFC this year.
Yeah.
He made it to the Pro Bowl. I was somewhat there. By the way, Kenny, the first person who commented on the show today was actually Kurt. But Kurt's comment didn't go through here. It went onto my Facebook page, which says, I was wrong, boys. You guys look great. You guys are for real. No joke. So he did pop on. He was the first one. I got to give him credit.
That's awesome.
Another thing here, we'll keep moving on a little.
Wait, hold on real quick. I know we got to go, but another person that I thought that would have made the Pro Bowl would have been Corey Bojorquez, too. I mean, he's got the longest punt in the NFL right now. He's averaging 50.1 yards per punt. I mean, he doesn't punt a lot. I think he only punted about 35 times, but those are some good numbers, man, that should be, you know, Pro Bowl worthy. in my opinion. But all right,
Well,
you can
we
move
have
on, man. I just wanted to throw
Bills
that
out
there.
you know. But Bojorquez has the longest and so forth, like he said. Hey, let's move on. Bam, this man. You want to read up on there?
Yeah, man. Josh Allen has been named AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Allen has now been named Offensive Player of the Week, a team record 4 times this season. Allen, who has earned the honor 6 times in his career, trails only Jim Kelly with 10 for the most in team history. Allen completed 29 of 40 pass attempts for 359, 2 passing touchdowns, and 114.5 passer rating while adding 2 more touchdowns on the ground. Allen became just the 5th player in league history to throw for 350-plus yards and 2 touchdowns via passing and rushing in a single game, joining Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers twice, and Drew Brees, and Steve Young. And another note on that, he should be in the talks for MVP. I mean, everybody else hasn't been offensive player for the week at best 2 times.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got 4. Count 4, and he's still got 2 more games. But he's got to be in the running for that MVP, man. I don't know why his name is not mentioned more, but I think with all the stuff that's going on, all the primetime games we're getting, Josh Allen is definitely his stock is definitely rising.
Well, listen,
have a good night, Kenny. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, Kenny. Thank you, and I agree with you with the best Bills show on earth. I agree with that. Thanks. We'll watch your show later. The K&K show, everybody. Hit it up after this. Watch him. It's a good show. Also, Josh Allen's the first QB in NFL history to have 3 straight seasons with 7+ rushing touchdowns. This guy keeps not only breaking Bills records, he's breaking NFL records. And people aren't seeing it or hearing it. So if they're not watching us, they're not really hearing it. And if they're not Bills fans, they're not really seeing it, which makes no sense. This guy is not getting all the credit he's actually deserving this year. And I know we're Bills fans or whatever, but he's putting in the work and he's getting it done. You can't listen.
Another record he's breaking too is
go ahead.
Another breaking he's breaking too is he's thrown a touchdown to 13 different receivers. Yes, I mean, that's including him. He's caught a touchdown also.
But he didn't throw it to himself, so he would have to throw it and run. But I don't know who he's going to break it with, unless like Tommy Sweeney comes in or another receiver comes in and catches a touchdown. Because right now they're tied for the NFL record with 13. So maybe he'll throw it to an offensive lineman, maybe Feliciano or something on one of those plays.
One of those eligible.
We'll throw it to him. So we'll see. Because they've been bringing in extra linemen at the goal line, which is a smart thing, which I like. Let's keep moving on. He's also tied Jack Kemp's record for 25 rushing touchdowns in Bills history. So we know he's going to break that. He's got 2 more games to go. He'll probably run for 1. And he's not going anywhere because the Bills aren't going to let this kid go. So he's just going to keep breaking that record or creating his own record there. Cole Beasley, he set a career high with 79 receptions after last week's game. So he's going to keep adding to his career best this year. I'm going to fall short on that one because I said he was going to lead all the receivers with yards, but Beasley's doing that. I mean, Diggs and Cole. I got a picture of these clowns somewhere. Let's see where I got it. Bam, we'll put this on one up. We had it last week. They become the first duo since Stevie Johnson and Lee Evans to record each 100 yards in a single game. Last time it was done, it was by Lee Evans and Stevie Johnson in 2010. So these guys continue to put in work. Another thing the Bills have done, the Bills offense has gone from 25th last year to 5th. That's a jump. They jumped 20 teams in a year. That's how big Diggs has been to them. And, just imagine when we get Smoke back. He might play this week. He might not. So once our team is healthy and if our defense continues to get better like they have been, watch out.
Sky's the limit. Sky's the limit, baby.
And like you said,
I'm excited if Smoke comes back because that even opens up the offense even more because, Smoke was our number 1 guy until Diggs came in. Now he's a number 2. So defenses are like, okay, you got to cover Diggs, you got to double, but if you double up on Diggs, now we got John to worry about, and then now you got Beasley, and Knox, and we got so many weapons. Gabriel Davis has been stepping up. I mean,
how many times was Smoke wide open downfield because
Yep.
everybody was paying attention to
Yep.
Diggs or Cole, and he was
Yep.
just snuck out and he was by himself. So that's going to open up more opportunities, like you said. And Davis has stepped up his play. This kid Jake Kumaro, who actually had his first catch for the Bills, was a touchdown, and that
Yep.
helped tie the
Great
record. that he
catch, too.
broke up. Yeah, it was right.
Great catch too. And when we
Great
talk
catch.
about, like we talked about a little bit earlier about Diggs' trade that we had.
Mhm.
Now, not only did we get a great receiver, we got a great leader, and he's a number one receiver. And what number one receivers do, it's not all about catching the ball. It's about making everybody around you better also. And that's what he's doing. Just by his presence, with the way he's playing, all the other guys are doing better.
This is our wheel. We gotta keep moving. No, but you're right. It's like you said. Listen, once these guys are healthy, it's gonna be the sky's the limit. Davis, Beasley, Smoke, Diggs, this kid Kumaro, Knox. If he stops dropping passes, some of them are bad throws too.
Aaron Rodgers liked this kid Kumaro. He really had high praises for him. So I'm glad we got him. Yep.
All right, you touched on base about the fans. 6,700 might be allowed to go see the playoff game. They're talking about it. They would all have to pass a COVID test before going, and keep themselves out of the public for that time being, or whatever. ESPN power rankings. They finally woke up somewhat. From 5th, the Bills are 2nd now. And also, CBS power rankings have us 3rd, and we stayed at 3rd. What else? The only thing I didn't like, which is a little funny, Josh Allen gave his teammates golf clubs for Christmas.
I don't know about that.
You should have waited. You should have waited.
Should have waited.
A bad omen. Listen, one quick photo I liked is this. Bam, the guys. What did their shirts say? One, not done. They know they have to still put in that work and get going. And just like them, we got to get going. All right, let's get some picks going out here. And also, which is huge, is that we're the number 2 seed. Let's keep that going. All right. So I messed up my picks when I was doing this. I forgot there was some Friday games, so I'm going to start on Friday. I'll have to rearrange and hopefully not mess up. We got 8 minutes. Lightning round. Vikings 6-8 going against the Saints on Friday, who are 10-4. The Saints are -7. I'm not sure if the Vikings are out of it or they're still in a somewhat hope, but I think the Saints are going to win this game. Who do you got?
I got the Saints also, man. I got them 24-14. I think, even though they lost 2 games in a row, Drew Brees is coming back from that injury. He looked pretty good at the tail end of that game last game. I got them winning 24-14. Saints.
All right, moving on to Saturday. There are 2 games again. It always happens towards the end of the season. First game is the Bucks. Bucks are 9-5, playing for the playoff life. They can't be losing. The Lions are 5-9. Actually, 9-5. They're pretty good because they're a game behind New Orleans. So if New Orleans needs to win. All right, Bucks are giving up 9.5. The Lions, I kind of want to pick them, but I'm not. I'm going to go with the Bucks minus the 9.5.
Yeah, that's a good call. I'm going with the Bucks also. Bucks need this game. So I think Brady's going to step ahead. The defense have some issues for the Lions. So I got the Bucks 30-20. Bucks winning this.
All right. Late game that day is the 49ers, who are 5-9 with newly acquired Josh Rosen, visiting the Cardinals 8-6. It's kind of like a home/home field game.
For both of them.
Yeah. Cardinals are giving up 5, but the Cardinals, that's their house. I think they cover and beat San Fran.
I'm with you, man. The Cardinals need this win if they want to, if they want to get any further. 49ers are done. I got Cardinals 28-21.
Oh, look at this. I'm going to have to put this towards the end because it's a very nice thing. All right, moving on. Rams 9-5. We're going into Seattle without the 12th man, who are 10-4. Seattle's actually only giving up 1 right now. Rams lost to the Jets. The Jets fans are fuming because right now they have the second round pick. I'm going with Seattle to get the win.
Oh man, this is gonna be a tough one for me because I know the Rams just lost. They have a chance to win the division, but I think they're gonna drop it 28-21 Seahawks.
All right, we got Titans. This is a good game here. Titans 10-4, playing Green Bay 11-3. I can't speak. Green Bay is giving up 3.5. Green Bay is on fire. They're playing like crazy people. I'm going to stick with Green Bay and ride the train. Hopefully they knock out a notch of the Tennessee Titans. Green Bay for me.
I'm with you. I think the Packers are going to pass. I mean, Titans going to run all day, but Aaron Rodgers is going to be on fire, man. He's been on fire. So I got them 31-21 Packers.
All right, moving on to Falcons with the new GM. Forgot to mention this. He has the green light if he wants to get rid of Julio Jones or Matty Ice. Supposedly the owner's behind them. Crazy.
Wow.
Falcons are 4-10. Chiefs 13-1. Chiefs are giving up 10.5. After that news, I'm surprised if any of these guys try to play. So I'm going to go with the Chiefs, sadly, to be 14.
Yeah, man. The Chiefs. Chiefs by blood. I ain't going to say no more. I got them 40-27.
Ozzy's chiming in and saying the Titans. He likes the Titans. He cray. All right, moving on. Browns 10-4, heading into East Rutherford to play the Jets, who are 1-13 and got that second round pick right now behind the Jacksonville Jaguars. You know they're going to mess up this game and try to lose. But 10 points is a lot. I'll take the Browns minus 9.5 because I think ownership said, "What the hell are you clowns doing? Lose the game."
Yeah, I don't know, man. The Jets played pretty good. They actually look like a good team. Last game, I think they're going to keep going and try to win this game, but I think the Browns are just going to be too much offensive. I got them 24-17 Browns.
All right, Colts. This is another good game. Colts 10-4, Steelers 11-3. This was the game that we were saying if the Bills didn't beat them, they would knock off the Steelers. But hey, the Steelers have lost 3 in a row, and I think it's going to be 4 in a row. I think the Colts have enough to get the job done. Minus 1.5.
Man, that. I don't know. I think Steelers after the last 3 games that they had, and now with this situation with Juju, they straightened them out. I think they're going to be more. I think they got humbled, man. So I think the Steelers are going to get back on track on this game. I think it's going to be a close one. I got Steelers 21-17.
All right, I'm going to have to figure out or ask Bobby how we could get it that people comment on my Facebook page. It comes out so I can post it out here, or I'm going to have to send it to Bobby's page or something. Our buddy German Mesa, Jet fan. Jets win the rest of the games and get the 4th pick on the draft. Wow. I'd be surprised if they did that.
They played pretty good last game. We'll see if they can keep that energy up.
A little better, but why now? I guess for pride, I get it. But
we only got a couple minutes left, but who knows? Maybe they just want to build around Sam Darnold and keep. Who knows? Let's go. Let's keep going.
Yep. Bears.
He's not a bad quarterback.
Bears 7-7, giving up 7.5 to the Jaguars, who are 1-13. Jaguars don't want to lose again. I mean, they don't want to win again. That's what I meant. So I'm going to take the Bears minus 7.5. Look at Oz going at his compadre. His not compadre. How do you say godfather of his kid? Padrino. Padrino's going back and forth. He says Jets lose. By the way, he says he agrees with you. Steelers come back and win. Go ahead. I'll stop cutting you off.
Bears, Jaguars are just horrible. I live just south of Jacksonville. It's just a big mess. The players aren't even that good anyway. Minshew. I got the Bears 24-14.
Actually, the Bears still could make the playoffs. They're in the wild card race. Giants 5-9, fighting for their lives to win the AFC East. Ravens 9-5, giving up NFC East. Sorry, Ravens 9-5. They gotta stop slipping. They have a chance of missing out of the playoffs too. They're giving up 11 points to this. I'm actually going to take the Giants to cover the 11. Yeah,
it'll cover, but I think the Ravens are coming. They're playing a little bit better ball. Giants need this win, but it's going to be a tight game. I don't think it's going to be a tight game. I'll take it back. I think Ravens are going to come and try to set their mark. I think the Ravens are going to win 28-14 against the Giants. I got the Ravens.
All right, we'll have to talk about Lawrence at some other point, but I think the Jaguars, they need a lot more than Lawrence. But anyway, let's keep moving on. They get Lawrence most likely. All right, Bengals 3-10-1 after the upset of the Steelers go down and face the 4-10 Texans. Texans are -8, which is insane, but I don't think the Cincinnati Bengals are going to win, so I'm going to take the Texans to win by 10. They'll cover. Like 2 minutes.
Yeah, man.
Go.
Bengals put a lot into it against Pittsburgh, but I don't think they're gonna they're going to win. So I got them losing 28-21.
All right. Broncos 5-9. Chargers 5-9. Chargers -3. I'm taking the Chargers.
All right. Oh, this is a tough one, man.
Quick.
It's going to be close. I got Chargers 35-28. There you go. I know we're pressed on time.
Guys, usually we don't do this. Hey, Panthers are 4-10. Going down to Washington, who's in first place right now, is 6-8. Washington's giving up 2.5. If Alex Smith plays, they win. Taking Washington.
I'm with you, Washington, if he plays.
Bam. Eagles 4-9. This is the Monday night game. -2.5 against the Cowboys, who are 5-9. Cowboys stink. I'm taking the Eagles -2.5.
I don't know. Cowboys look good to me last game. I got them 24-17 Cowboys.
All right, we got like 2 minutes coming up. All right, Bills versus New England. Bills are 11-3. New England 6-8. Points per game. Bills are 29.1, which is fifth in the league. They're averaging 20.6, 27th. Points against. We're giving up 24.3. We're 16th. They're actually giving up 21.7. They're 7th. Their defense is still coming to play. Their team plays. Sacks, they have 21. They're ranked 27th. We have 34, tied for 13th. Third down percentage, we are number 1 in the league. Big reason we're winning. Ozzy says the boys are going to win. They are on 40%. They're 19th, so that's good for us. Penalties, it's totally opposite. We rank 30th. They are number 1. They don't commit stupid penalties like we do. Both teams have met 121 times. New England has 76 wins. The Bills have 44, 1 tie. One surprise to me was the Bills and them have only met once in the playoffs, and that was in 1963 for the AFL divisional playoff game. Bills lost 26-8. All right, the Bills are giving up 7 against the Pats. Like I said before, the Bills need to win this so they secure the second round. Then they can play whoever they want against the Dolphins.
I think they're gonna. I think the Bills are gonna roll this game. Oh, what's your score? What you got?
I don't know. I just said the Bills win this, and they need to win it. Hopefully by enough. Just win the game.
Okay. Well, I think Bills. They've been averaging 20 plus first down drives 20 times a game, which is number 1. But Bills are gonna take it 28-17. I think they're gonna roll. They're gonna take it out on them. We need this win. I think they're gonna roll up there in Foxborough. That's it. Bills.
All right. Real quick thing. I saw something up here. I'll put it out here. Hey, for all you guys watching and who live over there in Buffalo, bam, there's a blood drive. Bam, blood drive. Appointments encouraged December 18th through January 2nd at Connect Life Neighborhood Donation Centers and the following additional sites: Niagara River Region Chamber of Commerce, 1210, 1218, 1222 Elliott Square Building. That one already is here. And tomorrow, actually, it was today, Southern Tier Healthcare. So these are passed. Hopefully, you guys made it out there and donated. Now, we got like a minute left.
Man, I don't like that speed rush thing that you did there. That kind of put me on the spot, but it's all good.
We were running on time. We took longer than we thought. One thing I want to do is show this real quick, too, before we bounce. This was the team coming back into Buffalo after beating the Denver Broncos. Look at that. These are the fans. Too bad with the whole social distancing. This place would have probably been crazier if they were able to get out there. It's a beautiful thing. Hopefully the Bills can keep this going. Hopefully they can keep it going and keep winning. For the man, Mr. Vader, who came out and standing by us, joined us for a little bit. Thank you. Thanks for coming, joining our show. To all the fans, everybody who commented, thank you. This is what I wanted to play real quick. Where is it? Before we bounce. Comments. Oops. Bam. Ozzy said, Merry Christmas to the Viva Los Bills show. And Bobby said to us, hey, Merry Christmas, fellas. I'm so happy that you guys are part of the family and along for the ride. Thanks for Bobby having us. Thanks for allowing us to have our show on your format. And that's it, man.
That's it, man. Excited. Let's see what happens this weekend. Get geared up for the playoffs. I can't wait to get my AFC Championship shirt. But better yet, I'm going to put my Super Bowl order in. God bless the Bills. Merry Christmas.
Feliz Navidad.
Go Bills.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Año Nuevo. We'll see you guys. Peace out. Watch the K&K show coming up. Adios. Go Bills. Let's go.